basically everything that they're doing is going to backfire. You know?
Egypt is funding Palestine. Yeah, Hamas.
Get Isaiah 13 and 4.
Isaiah 13 and 4. The noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. The
Right.
Lord of
That's what's going on in that article with Syria. That is saying that Syria is shipping biochemical missiles and weapons to their borders in different areas of their country, and because they're preparing for an impending attack. Keep going.
the Lord of hosts ministers the host musters the host of the battle.
Right, it's the Lord who's pushing all this. When you muster something, that means you instigate it, you're conjugating it, you're the one stirring it up. That's what it means to muster something. Go ahead.
They come forth.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna look that word up on Blue Letter. What verse is that at?
Verse 4.
That's verse 4. Alright, that word muster is paquad, and it means to attend to, muster, number, reckon, visit, punish, appoint, look after, care for. Let's see, assign, lay upon, to watch over, review. All right, oversee. So the Lord is the one who's overseeing all of it and causing all of it to, come about. And the Hebrew word for that is paquad. That's what musters mean. Keep going.
They come from a far country, from the end of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation.
Right, those are those missiles. That's what's going to come from a far country. You're going to have Syria shoot missiles on Israel. Iran's going to shoot missiles on Israel. Germany, France, any nation that has nuclear capabilities and has those ICBMs, even low-level ICBMs that can reach Israel, they're going to shoot them over there and destroy that land, because that land has to be wiped with fire before we can even go back into it. And along with America's going to be destroyed by the same missiles that Israel's going to be destroyed by. Go ahead, I'll read down to I think verse 6.
To destroy the whole land. Now for the day of the Lord is at hand.
Right, and that's exactly what the brother's reading in the articles. The day of the Lord, all types of bad stuff happening, because that's what the day of the Lord is about, contrary to belief. In the world, they'll tell you that the day of the Lord is on Sunday, and it's all peaceful, and you just clap your hands, eat your bullshit ass cookies for communion, and that's the day of the Lord. That's not the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And keep going on.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Right, destruction. Go ahead. He's going to use Syria and these little nations who got these crazy ass weapons, crazy ass scientists to do his destruction, his bidding for him. Go ahead.
That was verse 6.
Okay, Ken, you got it. All right, go back to the article.
Yeah, basically something, because this thing in Syria has to come to pass, because that's another step closer to the destruction of America. The Pentagon diligently plans, because I got a supporting article to this. The Pentagon.
What's the date on it now?
This is dated December 5th, 2012. It says U.S. Senate vote pushes for Pentagon military action in Syria. This is RT News.
Right.
It says the U.S. Senate has voted nearly unanimously to assess military options to cripple the Air Force of Syrian President Assad, lawmakers said that the action aims to stop the killing of civilians. We know that's all bullshit, because in here, in this article that we just read, about the update of potential war. This is on the other hand, the Syrian tribunal has released a video allegedly showing Syrian rebels killing rabbits. Now, they have a group of people over there called Alawites, one of the different sects of Muslims or whatever. They support Bashar al-Assad, but basically they want to kill the people that support al-Assad's regime. Why is the rebels not? The rebels are killing a lot of the civilians over there too. You know, but the United States is not telling the rebels, hey, look, back off, back off. They're actually supporting them.
Yeah, I was going to say. God.
You know. And what does America have to do to? Why is America talking about you have to stop killing your own civilians?
Right.
Well, you killing your own civilians over here.
Right.
With the chemtrails and all types of devices you put in here in the society. GMOs and stuff like that.
Right.
You know? Yesterday, man, it was chemtrail city yesterday. You know? You had chemtrails going everywhere. Yeah, scripture.
Yeah, I do. This is Psalms 58:10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
Yeah, the righteous. We're the righteous, the Israelites, mainly the elect. We're going to rejoice when we see the vengeance of the Lord. Just like the brother brought out that it's the Lord that mustered up the host of the battle. But when we start seeing that you're trying to go over there in Syria and you get heavy casualties, you're getting reports of heavy casualties, and the American soldiers getting their head blown off, and all the heathen is dying over there, and people are dying over there. We know that this is of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the one who the world it calls God and Jesus Christ, man. We know this is his plan. You know?
You got scripture? You want to bring out scripture, another scripture out?
Yeah, you got another scripture.
Yeah, Joel 3:8. Start from 8.
Joel 3:8. And I will send, and I will sell your sons and your daughters unto the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to the people far off.
Right. Yeah, that's talking about after this deal goes down, like the elder says, after all this goes down, we're gonna put the heathen back in shackles. Well, go ahead.
The Lord have spoken it.
Right. Go ahead.
Proclaim ye is among the Gentiles.
Right. That's what we on our way to right now. We on our way to make a proclamation. You know, among the Gentiles. Go ahead.
Prepare war. Awake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
Right. All the men of war drawn near, like the brother read too with Isaiah 34. Matter of fact, I seen too in RT. I don't know if you got the article out with Japan was what they do. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they threatened I think there was like a controversy between them and North Korea.
Over that long range missile test.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. You know, that's a part of it, because in that scripture, Isaiah 34, it said the ends of the earth. You know, that's one end of the earth, all the way over to where Israel is, all the way into where America is. And basically, you know, all the nations are gathering up, mustering up. Read that verse you just read again, huh? Like 9.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Awake up the mighty men.
Right.
Let all the men let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
Right, and that's what's going on already, where you have these smaller countries that will spend their money into agriculture, and now what they're doing, they're spending their money on weapons of war, because that's what a pruning hook and a sword is. Those are weapons of war.
And not only that, they like you were saying, they also spending their money on technology and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, different advances.
Right. Because that technology enhances their weapons. Because this war ain't gonna be like the crackers fought back in the Revolution, the Civil War, where you just stand in front of each other and just shoot. Or even if you want to bring it to the case of what they call in the trenches, throwing grenades and shooting man for man, rifle for rifle. But this war is going to be, with like the scriptures say, with fire. Go ahead.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
Right. Because the weak are saying that they're strong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah, let the weak say that I'm strong, because you got these different nations that you call small nations.
Right.
They have the capabilities, and they will have the capabilities to knock out your power grids and stuff like that. Because, the United States is big on the cyber terror thing.
Right.
The United States commits cyber terrorism on these other nations. Well, these other nations are going to do the same thing to you. Smaller nations like North Korea, like China, they have these tech gurus that know how to knock out the whole East Coast power grid, the whole West Coast power grid.
There's more. Go ahead.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen.
Right. Yeah, because that's who's fighting in these wars. All heathens. Israel don't got no army. Israel don't got their own money, man. I was looking at that, dwelling on that the other day, because, matter of fact, that was yesterday in that store with the gooks, and they got all them dollar bills on there, all them different types of dollars. That what dollar got a nigga face on it? You know what I mean? Because in order to gather up for war, you need your own money. I mean, so it's all these heathen nations that are gathering up. Go ahead.
Gather yourselves together around about.
Keep going.
Thither cause thou mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Right. Now, the scripture said, I want you to read it again, but the scripture said, come to the valley of Jehoshaphat. And when you translate that into the Hebrew, that's Yahweh Shaphat. And that literally means the Most High. The Most High is the judge, and he's the that's the place of judgment in that area, in that vicinity, when you have the what's that, the Mediterranean Sea?
Yeah, you got the Mediterranean. Yeah.
Right, in that whole vicinity, you have Egypt, because not too long ago when they had that ceasefire, Egypt sent the battleship to what was that? Egypt sent the battleship to Hamas, to Palestine, and it said that it was full of rockets, and it said three ballistic missiles. So that's what the war is mustering up at, man. That whole vicinity, Syria, Iran, Israel, Egypt, that whole vicinity, that whole area. That's the valley of Jehoshaphat.
going according to plan.
Right.
You know, the Senate is voting on their own destruction, basically.
Yep.
You know, they think that, oh, we're going to go into Syria. It's another kinetic military action, like Libya,
Right.
like Iraq, like Afghanistan.
Right.
No, you're actually doing the bidding of the Most High.
Right.
You're bringing yourself to your own destruction.
Right. Yeah, that's in the scriptures too. That's in the scriptures. I can't think exactly even how to word it right now.
Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right. You know what too? It said awakened.
What's it, wakened?
Yeah, awakened. You know, it's pretty much the same thing, because when someone is wakened, or it's like up and ready.
Roused up.
Exactly, it's roused up. And this war is dealing with Ishmael. when the scriptures talk about Ishmael being like a rowdy kind of people.
Ishmael hates Amalek.
Right. Rightfully so.
I got the Hebrew word for waken.
Right.
It's Strong's H5782, and it's Iwar, and it means to rouse oneself, awaken, incite, to rouse oneself, to be roused, to incite, to be excited, to act in an aroused manner, awake.
Con, and I wonder if that's the same thing for Genesis 49. You know, where it says, rouse them up. Who shall rouse them up?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
Judah.
Judah. Yeah. That might be the same one, but that's pretty much saying like, okay, it's about that time. Because you know, in all actuality, you know what too? You know what else too is gonna waken them up? Because I don't know. Did you see the article too? Where it said Iran is filing for international charges on the United States drones.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. And that shit not gonna fall through, and that's gonna piss them heathens off, man. It's gonna piss Iran off. They like, what the fuck? We actually following through with the program, and y'all not gonna do nothing about it? Because Israel and America get away with all these fucking war crimes left and right. And now, what happened? Didn't they consider? Oh, that was Hamas. They considered Palestine independent, right, or something like that.
Yeah, but they don't want to recognize them in the UN.
Right.
They don't want to recognize not Hamas. Hamas is a so-called terrorist group.
Oh, slap.
Hamas is a so-called terrorist group because the Palestinians can't have a standing military because Israel was over them in that region.
These devils got some nerve, yo.
Another article up.
Yeah, another article. But like the brother was saying, who shall waken them up? But when this American dollar collapses, you know, then you're gonna have problems because you have over there, you have the OPEC nations, which includes like countries like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that.
Right.
These nations that produce oil, petroleum, or whatever, and they trade in the American dollar. Well, when that dollar collapses, they're not going to be getting those same. They're not going to have use for those same American dollars.
Right.
And when they go to flood the market with dollars, it's going to not be worth any value. The dollar's not going to be of any value. You know.
Right.
You got all of these nations trying to dump the dollar, and they have different agreements, which don't include America. Like you have the BRICS nations, which is Brazil, Russia, India, and China, South Africa. You know, they have all these types of agreements, and they basically pushing the dollar to the side. Like, yo, we ain't fucking with this. We setting up our own currencies, so when the dollar collapses, we'll have some type of stability. We won't be fucked over.
Right.
But all these nations that accept the dollar, they're gonna end up being fucked over, man.
Right.
This is an article. It's dated December 5th, 2012. I'm just going to read through a couple points in this article. It's entitled, "The Coming Derivatives Panic That Will Destroy Global Financial Markets." And it's written by Michael Snyder. Guest post. I got